want to welcome everybody to the first episode of the Lost Blerds. I'm Will, aka the Kraken.
I'm Jason, aka the Villain.
I'm Brandon, aka the Doc.
Alright, and this is our show where we discuss everything from Marvel to Star Wars, everything Black Blurred, music, anything you can think of, all pop culture.
A lot of stuff that used to put you at that nerd table when you was in high school and the people didn't want to holler at you like that, that's the stuff we're going to be discussing on this show.
Yes, sir.
All nerds are welcome here.
Please.
Anybody. Alright, so what we do, we're going to give you the rundown of our show. Mm-hmm. We have a couple of questions, a few of our most famous pop-up sessions. You'll learn about that. Then we're going to end with our cosplay crush of the day.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hear.
And she's
so crush-worthy.
Alright, so gentlemen, we're going to get to our first question.
Okay.
What's your top 5 Marvel movies?
Ooh. Top 5 of all time? We talking
Top
like
five.
from Howard the Duck all the way up to like...
Top 5 Marvel movies. Let's do the cinematic universe starting with the first Iron Man movie.
Ooh. Okay, for my top 5, let me step for my first one. I mean, I'm just gonna ask for one outside that time frame. My number one is I'm gonna go with a dark horse. I'm going with Blade 1. It introduced me to the. I didn't realize that the title was a Marvel movie. I didn't splash it out.
I didn't know that for years.
It was a black superhero. It was rated R. It was action.
That's your number 1 or is that your number 5?
That's my number 1 actually.
Okay.
It sounds weird. I like the history of the movie. It saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That it did.
You know, but it was a rated R flick. It's a black superhero. It had action, a good storyline. At least the first one. The second was pretty good too. The third one was
No, I liked all of them, but they're not in the top 5.
Nah, nowhere near top 5. No.
I gotta do
But
But it's
Blade.
still good. Blade 1 and 2.
I probably should have put it at number 1. You know, my true number 1 is probably Winter Soldier, but I had to put Blade somewhere in my top 5.
All right, for my number 5, I'm gonna go with the first Iron Man. It introduced me.
Okay.
I grew up a little bit DC. You know, everybody grew up with the Superman movie.
Yes.
And we grew up with what other characters? Justice League, cartoons on my 80s, baby.
Yes.
So we grew up with all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So I knew about Captain America. I knew about Iron Man. But it wasn't until the MCU came back around I kind of started learning about Marvel again.
Right.
So here I go with my number 5. It's going to be Iron Man. Followed by, let me see. First Captain America. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
All right. Number 3, 2, and 1. 3 is going to be probably the second Captain America. Number 2 is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. And number 1 is going to be Endgame. That's going to be mine. Because the way they ended Endgame with Captain America with the helmet.
I get it.
It's probably the greatest way you ever
Yeah.
end a franchise.
Yes. True.
With Star Wars,
all time.
Star Wars, you should have took the play from that. Could have made Luke Skywalker. That's another show. He could have died with a little bit more honor. But we'll do that on another episode.
Talk about the another
I
show.
like your list. Actually, some of our numbers are similar. My number 5 also is Iron Man.
Okay.
The one that started it all, sent us down this big long train of all these Marvel movies.
All right.
But it had its flaws. First of all, as good as the movie was, your main villain is Obadiah Stane.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
They could have did a little better than that.
Okay.
So that's why Iron Man's number 5 to me. But other than that, I mean, the movie was pretty much flawed.
I'll give you that.
I would have liked to seen Terrence Howard kind of put on the suit when he looked at it. But I know they was, that's further down the road. Of course, he messed that all up, but that's for another show as well.
Don Cheadle did a pretty good job picking it up as a woman.
He did.
I'll give him that.
My number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy. Soundtrack just can't be beat.
Number 4?
Number 4 for me, Guardians of the Galaxy. For me, number 3, Black Panther. I just had to do it just even before Chadwick's fate. It would be number 3. It's really high on my list. I
can dig it.
My number 2 is Avengers End Game. The only reason why it's not number 1, because like Will said, that scene with Captain America that we've been waiting on for plus 20-something movies for him to say. They slawed Hulk out on that joint.
Yeah,
They slawed Hulk on
I
everything
didn't
but the
like
first
that part.
They slawed him out. I thought he was gonna redeem himself because of how Thanos put him in to make him take that dirt nap.
Yeah.
In Infinity War. And they just slaughtered him out. I mean, they slaughtered him out. And of course, my number one, Winter Soldier. That's the only Marvel movie I can see no flaws with that movie.
Yeah. Now,
flaws.
I realize I did mine incorrectly, okay? I'm going to die on the hill. I'm going to keep Blade in my top 5, okay? I'm going to put that as number 5.
You can down that sword.
I'm going to die on that sword. Okay, but number 4, I'm probably going to go with Black Panther. I watched it a couple more times. I think I was caught up in a lot more in the regalia of it. It was a pretty good movie. It was going to be in the top 5. It was a great movie. My number 3 will probably be Infinity War. Infinity War had more action on them. I believe. I think Infinity War captured the magic that the first Avengers was trying to capture. My number 2 would be End Game because it's End Game. You know, it was a culmination of what in 22 movies, 11 years of work. And my number 1, we actually shared it. I think Winter Soldier is probably it's the greatest Marvel movie ever made, and it didn't have to do a whole lot of overworked CGI. The storyline was awesome. You introduced a character who almost stole the show in Sebastian Stan. So I really think Winter Soldier, and it came out on my birthday that year, April 4th. So that's like the only thing I want to
The fight choreography in that movie.
Oh my goodness!
When they was going at it.
That was
the elevator scene.
The elevator
scene was crazy.
Yeah, that was cool too. That was dope too.
That was classic.
That was one of the best parts. So yeah, that'll probably round out my top 5. But I'm still putting Blade in there, damn it.
I mean, Blade was good. I mean, to me, I felt.
I don't consider it the Marvel movie because Marvel.
I'm with you. Now, if I had to pick another one, just off the top of my head, I actually believe the first Thor was actually really good. The first Thor, and Ragnarok was actually really
I was
good
gonna say
too.
Ragnarok was better than the first.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
Civil War. Civil War probably take the
War was
place of
awesome
Blade.
good.
Yeah,
Civil War
I probably take the place
was
of my Blade then. Especially when they introduced Spider-Man, kind of caught everybody off guard, snatched him from what's it, Fox.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty smooth.
All right. So that's going to end our first question segment.
All right.
The next segment we got coming up is one we're going to do weekly on our show. It's called Pick One. It's going to be a short answer segment.
That should be interesting.
So, for this segment with our panel, drums or wings? Drums or flats? Pick one.
While he's hesitant, I'm gonna answer.
Yeah.
Flats all day, people.
Why?
I got drums.
I'm gonna go
Drums
with
all day.
I'm gonna go with flats. Why are you picking drums? You the odd man out.
Like I said, I'm a big dude. That's why they call me the Kraken. I'm the biggest one on this panel. Hey, I can drive, go to work. I can grab the drumsticks. I demolish them, throw them away, do whatever I need to do. Throw them out the window, keep them in the bag. With a flat, you gotta pull the bone apart. You gotta do all this.
But let's be
I ain't
honest.
got time for it.
We all know flats actually taste better. They actually it has more flavor.
I hear people say that. What does that mean? Now I will say this right here. First off, I'm strictly the odd man because the only wings I like the ones from Dodger's Chicken. They have to be fried like crispy. But if I had to pick one, I'm not a gristle and fat kind of guy, so I probably have to go with the flat. The flat has more like it seems like it has more like chicken on it.
Okay.
And you get more breading. It seems like you know what I mean. It's like the top of the drum is usually like
I know it might have some gristle stuff, but hey, I eat the gristle. All right, to the next one: Super Nintendo or PlayStation 2. Which one's for?
You pick first this time. What you think?
You know what? I'm a diehard Nintendo fan. Been since I've got my first one since I was little. The fun factor, I can say I had more fun on Super Nintendo growing up than I did PlayStation 2. With all the games from the first Street Fighter that you can put on there to cheating with the turbo controllers, put that junk on turbo so you can punch the shit out of people faster. First Mortal Kombat.
I remember that.
All that kind of
Game Genie on
stuff.
that too, didn't they?
Man, they had everything for me.
Yeah.
I think they had a Game Genie on, so I know they had a regular Nintendo.
So what you got?
I gotta go Super Nintendo too, like you already said. From Mario, Zelda, to Donkey Kong, bruh.
I'll say this right here. I still think Super Mario World is one of the greatest games ever created.
Mario Kart?
I said Mario World. Super Mario World. Mario Kart, the first one.
Yeah.
But all Mario games great. Mario Tennis, Mario Golf.
Yeah, I forgot about the tennis.
However, there's a reason they call me PlayStation Jason. The PS2, once the wow factor of playing a disc kind of caught up in everything, I think the PS2, I don't know. It just takes me to this weird place where it was just
I mean,
the
they
first time I
had
ever came
amazing
my own
titles.
gaming
They had
system.
other amazing titles. I mean,
It
you
did,
know,
though.
God of War. And then, of course, that's when Madden was real popular.
Yes.
So you had all the Maddens coming out. You had
had
Metal
2K
Gear,
back then. Remember
Metal Gear
2K
Solid.
Sports Series?
Yeah.
They
Yes.
had everything.
Great time.
NCAA before they stopped making it.
I heard about
But you gotta look at it. And we're gonna end this quick question. Super Nintendo. Not saying you're not wrong, because that's teenage
Yeah, it's
years.
no wrong here. It's no wrong answer.
But you kind of value every game back when Super Nintendo was out. I don't think it was a bad game that ever came out on Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true. And you didn't. I guess the PS2 you had to have that memory card. If you didn't have a memory card, you was dumb.
Yeah, you know, that's when the big time money making came in.
Oh,
But all right,
goodness.
on to our next one.
Should've put Dreamcast
Outcast
in there.
or UGK? Pick one.
I gotta go with Southern Playalistic on this one. I don't know why. I love Outkast. I love UGK. I like the Southern sound they bring. Me and my
No
wife
disrespect
actually
to
had
UGK.
Yeah,
bro.
no disrespect at all. Like, yeah.
Rest in peace,
yeah.
MC. No disrespect.
Oh my God, Sweet Giant Jones is no other match.
Man.
However, I don't know. Outkast just.
Coming up, pocket full of stones. Even the stuff they did recently, well, not recently, it was 2003, 6, remaking all the stuff. Even had Outkast in Andre 3000 now. I choose you.
Hey, that's my favorite. That's my favorite song, bro.
It just
That's in my ringtone.
really too much stuff. Too much. Even though, like I said, Outkast, freshman year in college, Spodio the Dopalicious,
And that's my other ringtone.
one of the best songs I ever heard.
Yeah.
Then Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life, that was my freshman year in college.
Now I say this right here though, when they come to UGK, I guess some of the first songs that come to mind, for some reason, Diamonds and Wood
Diamonds and Wood.
is one of my favorite ones. Not
Ride Dirty.
Riding Dirty. You know what I'm saying?
It's so
I don't
many.
know.
That's why we do this segment. It's called Pick One.
Daddy,
Somebody's got to pick
we have a
one.
lot of
All right. Next, we're gonna move on to our movie review segment, which we're gonna be reviewing
We're live here, people.
Wonder Woman 84. And yeah, we do have kids. That's why it's the Lost Blerds. We're older Blerds. Hey, but we have family and everything else, and they do come around.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have their show in a little bit.
Getting ready. Wonder Woman 84.
We don't have enough time to discuss
my
how
God.
bad that movie was. We don't have enough time, people. We don't.
But we're gonna try.
We're gonna give it a shot. You
Let
know,
me
it
go
seems
first.
terrible. It's all guys bashing the movie. It just
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
that much.
But see, I'm not bashing it because let me go first. That's why I want to go
Fire away.
first. All right. Like I said, to me, out of all the DC movies now, from Justice League to the last, the Superman, the first Superman, I actually liked. I wish I could make Dragon Ball Z like that.
You mean
with
the Man
all
of Steel?
those- Man of Steel.
Yeah,
With
Man
of
all those
Steel,
fight
yeah.
scenes and
It's
stuff.
very underrated.
Yeah,
Very
it's real.
underrated.
It is.
But it was okay. Me not knowing much about Wonder Woman, and I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. Me and my family watched it. We like, okay, this cool, this and that. But it did have a lot of flaws. It really did.
So many flaws.
It could have had better people as villains. But I'm gonna let you guys, whichever one of y'all want to do it, I'm gonna let y'all handle it. One of y'all go first.
Let me tell you this right now. Wonder Woman 84 was so bad, I would rather watch Green Lantern. I would rather watch all previous Fantastic Four movies. That includes Silver Surfer, and that includes that diabolical remake with Michael B. Jordan. I would rather watch all three of those and watch that movie ever again. Terrible.
I hate to. Oh my God! I guess plus the baby makes three. Let me tell you something. I've seen bad superhero flicks. I've seen Jonah Hex. Okay,
Jonah Hex was bad.
Jonah Hex is pretty bad, and I've seen Iron Man 3.
Also bad.
But
Actually, it started off good.
this is the problem I had with Wonder Woman 84. I think the villain was anticlimactic. I think the final fight scene was trash.
The CGI was
I
bad.
think there's a way to push. I understand most superhero flicks have a political agenda. There's a way to do that and not let it take over the movie to where it's like. I think Kristen Wiig, when she played Cheetah, did a phenomenal job. You wasted it. So does the guy become the stone? Does he when he stops the wishes? Does the stone come like?
The stone reform? Does it disappear?
You know what I mean? Like what happens?
Too many questions.
It was just it wasn't. I didn't
like. Did Cheetah? Did she renounce some of her wishes, or does she go back to the first wish, or the
let's talk about
one
how she
made
had
on the plane?
2 wishes to begin with.
Hey, she did though.
Yeah, she really pretty much
And then
did.
you already had Wonder Woman's power. Why you want to be an apex? That doesn't even make sense. Like they just had to throw that in there to explain her looking like a cheetah.
What about the gentleman whose life you wrecked? This
Okay.
dude that stole a jet.
Wonder Woman,
He
you
didn't broke
supposed
into
to be,
the White House. This
you
dude
supposed
was
to be
like,
a hero,
yeah.
and you letting dude take over other dude's body.
That was another problem with the movie. The whole body switching thing.
Yeah, that should've
that was a
brought
little
it back.
much. Yeah, you should have just brought it back.
it
Yeah,
back.
that was crazy. I would have. I hate to say it. I get it. That gets no suspenders from me. I'm sorry. If
Okay.
out of 4, I give it maybe 1.5 suspenders.
You mentioned the jet thing.
Okay.
You break into the Smithsonian Museum, and you find a fully working fighter jet that is completely fueled with enough to take you from
And
Washington
offensively capable, I thought it
and
was.
capable to take you all the way to Cairo.
Oh my goodness.
And he knew how to fly.
And he knew how to fly. Like, bruh, you was in World War I. You not finna just learn how to. You just not gonna just hit magic buttons and just all of a
They're not
sudden
all
you
the
can
same.
fly.
Yeah.
They're not the same. Technology has improved since then. It has.
Yeah, the body switch thing was a little much. It was a lot. It was a lot going on.
Thank you, my son. You may go to your room, my son. Thank
See,
you.
all the way from Wakanda. We told you, takes a village. But yeah, it gets out of 5. It gets 1.5 suspenders for me. I guess the 1.5 is for the potential it had. But the reason it's so bad is because the first Wonder Woman was so good.
I didn't like the first one.
I thought the first one was pretty good.
I didn't like it.
He wasn't better than Aquaman.
Because, what was
No,
his name?
Aquaman was pretty damn good.
Yeah, Aquaman was
What was the
phenomenal.
guy's name? The villain in that joint?
In the
Like,
first-
he was an old dude. Like, he just...
Steppenwolf.
No, I'm talking about in...
Oh,
First
Ares.
one.
Ares,
Yeah,
yeah,
like just
yeah.
old dude, he
Yeah.
just wasn't.
Yeah. So
Then, okay, I just had one question. I know
What's
you.
that?
No,
Why did you swing by lightning? What was the purpose of that?
you can fly.
You swung by lightning twice, and then you just didn't do it anymore.
But you can fly.
Like, what was your purpose in doing it?
Like he went. I mean,
Oh, look at me. I'm all of a
I'm
sudden.
mad.
All of a sudden, I can turn the jet invisible because I had this magic power that I didn't know that I had. Oh, let me say
Yeah, that
this
was-
chant
that was
and turn the
crazy.
plane invisible.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So did her power start to diminish? It was just too many unanswered questions. How many suspenders did he get from you? Out of 5.
I give it out of 5. I give it a 2.
Okay.
I just give it.
That's okay.
My biggest gripe with that movie
What's
is
that?
you took one of her most iconic villains in Cheetah and you made her a side character. That's like them doing Batman and making Joker a little side piece on the side.
The more you keep talking about it, it might be a 1.5 for me.
I'm just saying, bro. They messed it up,
You keep bringing up stuff, it's gonna keep dropping.
We're nerds. We see on the test.
So-
dog. It bothers me. I have real high expectations for that.
I agree.
So with that coming up from the doctor, we're gonna move on to our next segment before we just burn Wonder Woman to the
That's my
ground.
favorite part we were
All
talking
right.
about.
So the next segment is definitely that. It's gonna be called Who You Got? So we're gonna go to our panel and we're gonna put these people toe to toe. 1 versus 1, mano a mano. If we give them God features, we give them God features. We'll let you know which one we're talking about. But today we're talking straight up. Our first, who you got? Rambo versus Dutch from Predator, which everybody knows Dutch was on the Schwarzenegger's character in Predator. Rambo versus Dutch. Who you got?
Superpower alien, camouflage, futuristic technology, the mud scene, the whole making the bow and arrow and explosives. I know Rambo took down an army once or twice with the Rambo, and he did. I'm taking Dutch. I don't know why. When it comes down, I think, to hand-to-hand combat and they're hunting each other through the jungle, I'm taking Dutch.
Okay. I gotta go with Rambo.
Yeah.
He already said it. The man took, in every movie, the man took down the whole army.
Yeah.
You talking about the mud scene, Dutch got lucky. He fell into the...
Hey,
into
Rambo
that
also has a buzz scene. When dude
He
walking
did.
out of
He
water,
did.
he's standing there with the knife.
Took him out.
He did.
Chopped him in half.
I guess.
Took him out.
But Dutch didn't have any
Well,
weapons, though.
we can all admit, whoever is gonna be an epic fight, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they would have to burn the forest to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have to burn the forest
It's
to the
gonna be
ground.
good. It's
Yeah,
gonna
that would be phenomenal.
All right, let's get to our next one. Aquaman versus Neymar. Who you got?
Gotta go with Neymar. Not only because he can fly, he's a lot stronger. Let's be honest. Aquaman, he's more like a C tier Justice League member. I'm gonna give him C tier.
C?
C
Gave him a
tier.
C?
Yeah, he's got a C tier. Really looking forward to seeing how Marvel's gonna bring Neymar into the cinematic universe. But
That would be nice.
I think we talked about this earlier. He actually went toe to toe with both the Hulk and Thor. So I think we can all agree that Aquaman is not beating either one of them in anything.
All right,
except
Billy,
maybe
who
a
you
swimming
got?
contest.
Oh, I gotta go with Namor as well. He's the original. He's stronger. He's more hand-to-hand capable. I mean, to control the oceans, the Earth is 70% flat. I mean, I'm sorry. It's 100% flat,
He's also-
but it is 70% water. It's 100% flat.
We got a flat Earth though over
Wait,
here
he
too.
is a flat Earth.
We got a flat Earth.
We got to
My
make
bad.
that.
I didn't even throw that out there. I'm sorry.
Him and Kyrie, they believe the same.
The Earth is it's 100% flat, but it's 70% water. If he controls 70% of the Earth, he can't. I mean, I guess they both got that power, but I'm still going Namor.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Neymar, hands down.
You the cracker. You should have more.
When I
inside
found out the man could fly,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's over with. He could just he could pee on Aquaman's head from the up top.
He could.
So,
I'm surprised somebody grabbed him and throw him to the sun thing. We wait for the Superman fights to do that stuff.
oh yeah, we do all that later on the next
It's
episode.
the first thing people go,
All right, the next one. All right, He-Man versus Lion-O. And me, I'm gonna go ahead and before y'all even say y'all answers. See this right here? This is mine.
Oh yes.
This is nostalgia for me. I grew up on those 2 or 3 seasons of He-Man. That's what I grew up on. He-Man even brought me my love for Star Wars. My dad said, "Hey, look this movie right here. It's just like He-Man." Then when I saw the lightsabers, Luke and Vader fighting, it was over with. I thought it was He-Man and Skeletor all over again. So I'm gonna be biased. Strongest man in the universe versus basically a kid in a man's body. It's gonna be over. Plain and simple.
All right. I'm with you.
Oh, see, even Batman though. That's how Lion-O's gonna go. Right there. Because you gotta realize, everybody grew up. When they were on the spaceship from Thundera, he was the only one to grew, but he still had a little kid's mentality like Wilder Kid and Wilder Cat. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, I got a second that I also will go with He-Man. I think if you were to go based off maybe just straight sword skills, maybe Lion-O might win. But straight hand-to-hand combat, He-Man ripped him in the head.
I'm gonna be a contrarian here.
This dude can bust planets. Now, let's if you look
I
at
think
He-Man,
there was an episode where he pushed the moon like once or twice.
yeah,
I give you it.
like
I'm gonna say this.
Lion-O's not on that level.
As far as combat is concerned, okay, although Lion-O is a kid in a man's body, people forget that He-Man was just like a lowly prince. I mean, he was kind of lame anyway till the sorceress found him and put like the harness and gave him the, you know what I'm saying, jacked him up.
Right, but the question is He-Man, not Prince Adam. He-Man. He has the power. He says he has the power.
This is a one-on-one fight. Just think about it. If you can hold on to his sword, I'm taking Lion-O.
How many times have you seen Lion-O just fight, just manhandle somebody? Now we see Panthro. Panthro was G because he was the only Black Thundercat.
Yeah, he was a brother. He was a blerd. He just didn't know it yet.
So
I don't know why.
He's the Piccolo.
Cooler. This is probably not a reason to pick him for the fight. I'd probably lose this money. I'd probably go with Lion though. I like the sword. I think he's cool. I think he'd be more agile. I don't know.
I would see him being faster.
Yeah, but you're right. Once they drop the swords and they come with these.
Once he get them paws on him, that's it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Lionel's a kid. He's like, okay, let's forget the sword fight. Let's go hand in hand. Lionel might say, yeah, let's do it.
Hey, he ain't gonna beat him to death. Yeah.
All right, we're coming to our last segment of our first inaugural show. Just remember, you can find us on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook,
Instagram.
anything you can think. Instagram,
Yeah.
the Lost Blerds. Look us up, subscribe to us, give us a like. We'd appreciate it.
Really
But we're coming up to our last part of the show. We're gonna let my brother right here, Jason, introduce it. It's our cosplay crush of the day.
Let me see. Wait for the graphic to come up on the screen. There we go. Cutie Pie Sensei. I was looking at a lot of black cosplayers, and there's a lot of attributes we look at. Okay, she happens to have them all. Okay, she is like this beauty face. Her body is well proportioned. She is gorgeous. Absolutely, her hair, her eyes are beautiful. But here goes the thing.
But what we love
Her
most is her
costumes.
mind.
Right, of course, we respect her mind. Come on now.
You always have to.
But I'll give her this. The costumes, I'm very big on accuracy. Some people kind of get away. It's like, okay, well, no, she has detail in her costumes. If you look at her Wonder Woman, it's battle torn. You know what I mean? This is a very good pick. What do you think about her?
No objection.
She gets 5 suspenders.
Yeah, oh yeah, all 5 suspenders and a pocket protector. That'll get kind of on everybody's head. I'll probably get in trouble for that one.
Don't forget about the glass.
Yes, we'll be putting, and please follow her. We should be that should be up on the screen now. Please follow her. Instagram, I'm quite sure she's on, but Cutie Pie Sensei. Yeah, I will give her. It's actually a pretty fun show.
Oh yeah.
We should do this again.
Definitely.
It worked out great.
Definitely.
All right.
Oh, I think they heard us talking about the cosplay crusher today. I think that's the wise telling us this.
What was that you were talking about? Back to us.
Well, it looks like our wise heard what we were talking about, so time to close the show. We
She heard the
appreciate
suspenders
everybody
I think
coming
she got
through.
pocket protector
All right,
thing.
see you guys next time.
Appreciate it. Stay nerdy.